Who do we want to watch on? The legendary speed of Amir Khan. I've heard of this guy. This could be good.
It's crazy to think it's been almost 15 years since Amir King Khan first graced our TV screens as a 17-year-old boxing prodigy in Great Britain.
I want to be the youngest world champion, and I want to be one of the best boxers ever to come out of England.
I think this is the guy I always get confused
he fought through an incredibly
with,
tough
like,
field and eventually won his...
I get this guy confused with the guy who makes people wait for people to come to the ring. Prince Nassim, I think his name is. I always get them two confused.
Silver medal at the 2004 Athens Olympic Games. In doing so, he became the youngest boxing medalist in British history, a record that is still set in
Yeah, this
stone.
is the other guy. This guy's really good. I've seen this guy before.
Welcome back to Greatest Hits here on PLTV Extra. As Amir Khan prepares for his huge pound-for-pound showdown with Terrence Crawford in the coming days, we thought it'd be a good time to look back on one of the most
They're not even, like,
exciting
in the
and
same
criminally
timeline,
underrated
but somehow I
resumes
still
in the
get
current boxing
confused.
scene. A career packed with a combination of skill, will, heartbreak, guts, and glory. Here now, Amir Khan's Greatest Hits. July 16th, 2005. At the tender age of 18, Amir Khan made his professional debut in front of 6,000 people in his hometown of Bolton. His promoter at the time, Frank Warren, had dollar signs in his eyes from the get-go as he featured Khan on the main event ITV Boxing's Big Fight Live.
Amir Khan's professional road starts here. Brilliant Cuban in his last fight, but Bailey has come out of the traps like a sprinter. He says he's going to walk through Khan. He's going to say, welcome to the pro game, and prove to him it's totally different than the amateurs.
Oh, that's why. It's the way he moves. He moves so, like, he's floating. Like, the way he gets out with his hands. His man's moving so light.
Khan dominated his opponent within the opening 2 minutes and fully expressed his desire to progress to world level in his post-fight interview.
That's why he reminds me of the other guy. They both move so
This is
light.
the first one
looking.
now, many to come, and hopefully, yeah, it's getting closer and closer now.
Yeah, we're obviously both pretty young. We're up-and-comers in our sports, but luckily I'm not getting punched in the head.
Tennis legend Andy Murray was in the building and showing support for Amir as the now 2-0 prospect ventured up to Glasgow to challenge the experienced journeyman Steve Gethin.
Hold your breath. Here we go. Khan versus Gethin.
From the opening bell, it was clear Khan's hands were far too quick for Gethin to handle. Although Khan promised a more disciplined boxing performance, once his hands
Straight
started
moving
flowing,
like a blur.
it became hard
Holy.
for him to hold back.
I feel like I'm drunk. What's happening?
Got a good uppercut in that. It's all over. It's all over. Referee Victor Lachlan said enough. And Amir Khan in the third round has made it 3 out of 3.
But yeah, I'm sure fights are going to get harder and harder, and I'll be learning a lot more.
Straight piece of
Khan was back in Bolton
That's kinda
and
nasty.
stepping up the competition on September 2nd, 2006.
I'm going to win. There's no ifs or buts about that. We're here just purely to upset Amir Khan.
His Cockney hardman opponent, Ryan Barrett, had only suffered 2 losses so far in his pro career and promised a growing ITV audience, close to 10 million people, an upset in the main event.
Take one step back. Once the hitting comes, just close. Good luck.
Amir Khan tends to start fast. We know that. He will be too particularly accustomed to.
It's a double right. Oh my goodness, straight laid him out.
Hand speed.
It wasn't
It
even
took just
that
over
big
a
of a
minute for Khan
right.
to prove his
It
hand
just
speed,
caught
the
him
major
off
difference
guard.
as he put the Londoner flat on his back with a disorienting double straight right. Khan ended the fight just a few
Jeez.
moments later as he pounced on the bedazzled Barrett to claim the 3rd first-round knockout of his career.
But I finished quite quick. This shows my strength and power and speed's
Quite
coming
quick.
on. I'm adapting to a professional better, and yeah, I'm doing the right stuff.
So this could go hard.
Khan announced himself on the European scene on February 17, 2007, as he faced the French lightweight contender Mohamed Medjaji in an attempt to impress the former British, Commonwealth, and European champion Graham Earl, who topped the bill in a world title shot against Michael Katsidis.
Fast hands, he's going to use his speed, he's going to sit down on his punches. That's what I'm looking for, power punches tonight.
Against the odds, and here looking to cheer on. You want to see some definite improvement. Good right hand. It's
What a
all over
smack that was.
in the first
Oh.
round.
Just 45 seconds into the fight, Khan chopped the Frenchman down with a short, powerful right hand, which, as Khan said on the post-fight interview, no lightweight in the world could have gotten up from.
I said to Frank, I'll fight anyone, Graham Earl, Kevin Mitchell, anyone. And I'm sure if I hit any fighter at lightweight with that shot, they won't be standing up.
December 8th, 2007.
Wait, so this
Khan
guy's
was
a
back in
150
Bolton and had
or
to deal with one last
155er.
domestic rival before he could announce himself at world level in the lightweight division.
He's very good. I mean, I'm in for a
Same
very
size as
tough
this guy.
night. But as I always say, you know, when I'm in with a great opponents, I'll come out and I'll find a way.
Graham Earl might not be a name many recognize today, but during the mid-2000s, he proved himself time and again as a brave warrior that could mix it with the best fighters in the world on his day.
Frank Bruno, Ryan Giggs, Everton stars, Darren Campbell, a sprinter.
Earl, just as expected, rushed out and tried to put the pressure on Khan from the opening bell. But within just 30 seconds or so, Khan landed some well-timed counters that floundered Earl and left him wide open for some flush combinations.
Which is the right way to start this fight. Oh, good left hand. Earl's been training
got him
in
like a
Florida
left
with his new
uppercut or a
trainer,
left
Gus
hook.
Curran. Oh, two more, three
Now he's just
more.
throwing.
It's got to go up, it's got to start.
Yo, ref, stop that. Oh my goodness.
In seconds, the fight
Bro
is
fell
on.
asleep on the ropes again.
And Amir Khan has moved on and finished Graham Earl in spectacular fashion.
Holy.
First round, it's taken
Like
only
right there, boom.
seconds
He
to
took
do it.
like 3 extra ones.
Khan
Holy.
moved his record to 18-0 with 14 KOs and officially placed himself as the best lightweight in Britain.
I was training very hard, you know. I want the #1 spot. He was the #1 in Britain. I wanted to prove that point, and I beat him.
Man got the rainbow belt.
It's a big level for
I
me
ain't
now.
never
It's a big
seen
step
that.
up. But I'm ready for these big step ups. And fighting people like Bradis, you know, I'm ready for these people.
In today's world, Bradis Prescott is a well-known name amongst avid boxing fans. Fights against Garcia, Alvarado, Crawford, and Amir Khan have made him respected amongst his peers and fans alike, despite being, to put it bluntly, a journeyman-level fighter.
Prescott is rough and ready, and he has beaten 3 previously undefeated fighters. But this is a new level for him too, and the classy Khan says he'll be much improved by new trainer Jorge Rubio.
But back on September 6, 2008, he was a completely unknown quantity. With a record of 20-0 and 18 KOs, Frank Warren knew he had to take a big gamble to elevate Khan up the world rankings by making his man fight a proven knockout merchant with little to no footage for his team to study. And in this case, the gamble didn't pay off.
Just how dangerous is Prescott? Early on, nice right hand again, and a fast left too from Amir Khan.
Starting off pretty quick.
This new
Oh, they're
trainer,
firing.
Bradis
Oh!
Prescott.
Oh!
Huge
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, I don't know about that punch. Holy, he straight beamed him while he was on the ground. Like, what was that? Oh my. Jesus. Man got a little too excited.
Within just 20 seconds, Prescott planted Khan to
Jesus,
the
but they
canvas
were
with a
trading.
vicious 2-punch combination. Amir used all
Oh,
of his
it
willpower
didn't
to-
actually land. Okay, cool.
just to make
If
it
that
back to his
landed,
feet.
man,
But it was
that would have been
visually
some like
apparent to all
UFC
at
shit.
ringside he was in no position
I
to
just straight
contend.
knocked him out.
Oh,
Oh.
to be stopped. He's flattened in the corner. Oh, these are desperate moments for Amir Khan.
Oh no way.
There can be no way back this time.
Oh.
Sean, he's trying so bravely to get up, but he's counted out, and it's one of the biggest stunners in British boxing history of the modern era. Bradis Prescott has knocked out Amir Khan.
Hey, some
Why did you
bombs.
make the match at this stage for him?
Well, I've got to take responsibility for it at the end of the day. It's now back, as Amir said, back to the drawing board.
Are there
Man
any
got hit with some
psychological
bombs.
demons?
Straight like ran
Is
into
he
him too. Like,
worried
holy.
about his
Started
chin?
off fast and
Will
furious.
he be tentative?
3 months later, on December 6, 2008, Khan began the rebuilding process after his crushing defeat to Bradis Prescott.
I believe that he can do it. He's a talented guy, and I believe he'll be the next champion, and that's what I love doing, is making champions, because that's what I live for.
Legendary trainer Freddie Roach decided to take Khan under his wing and train him alongside his star man Manny Pacquiao.
Manny.
His opponent for the night was the tough Irishman Austin Fagan, a man that never tasted canvas in his 27 fights so far.
And he is, of course, the current and reigning lightweight champion of the Commonwealth. Ladies and gentlemen, Amir Khan. Right again. Blistering speed
Oh, what a classic in the background.
and he won't let him off
Holy, he is swinging on this man. Holy. A rabid dog.
Khan used his excellent footwork to evade Austin's dangerous attacks early on, which led to the counter combinations landing at will midway through the first.
Uppercuts from Khan, who in terms of skills is just levels above Hashim Fagan. Amir Khan, and again! He just can't cope with Khan.
Eating this guy
Khan
up.
scored 4 knockdowns before Austin's corner decided enough was enough.
Looks like he's back.
Comes back in style.
You know, training with the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, Manny Pacquiao. You know, that built my confidence up, and you know, I went in there and just did the job.
That could help.
March
To fight
14,
one of the
2009. With no
for, like,
competitors left
sparring,
to face in the
that
domestic
helps
scene,
give a
Khan
confidence
put himself
boost.
back on the big stage, but this time against one of the greatest and most formidable boxers of the decade, Marco Antonio Barrera.
He wants to use Marcos Antonio Barrera as
Here
a
he is,
stepping
Marco
stone
Antonio Barrera.
to catapult him back into prominence, but he made a mistake.
Barrera, while slightly being past his prime at 35 years old, was still the same guy that beat Prince Nassim, Johnny Tapia, and Eric Morales. He's in my personal top 10 pound-for-pound boxers of the last 25 years, and to be honest, it was always going to take a world-class fighter to
Got
beat him.
some
at
crazy
any
fights
point
out there.
in his career.
It's another fighter my dad always just be watching randomly.
Khan pounced on Barrera from the get-go, throwing an array of combinations that shook Barrera to his boots. An unfortunate head clash opened up a nasty gash on the Mexican's head soon after, resulting in a further 4 rounds of blood-stained punishment.
Straight eating this man up too good.
It's over. It's a night of redemption for Amir Khan.
It's a pretty big
He
win.
worked it well, and he's mature now. He's maturing better, more and more all the time, and he's more. He can follow the game plan now, and it's perfect.
It's always good.
May 15th, 2010. Just a year on from his demolition job on Barrera, Khan picked up his first world title at super lightweight and was making his second defense in
Super
America
lightweight.
against the slick Magic Man Paulie Malignaggi.
To Amir Khan, including make sure on Friday night you polish the belt because I'm taking it home and I want it shiny.
A heated weigh-in led to a bitter exchange of words before the fight. Paulie promised to expose Khan's weak chin. Amir, on the other hand, expressed his desire to end Paulie's career.
In his career.
Scheduled for 12. Khan again touches Malignaggi. Solid. Right, the idea.
Khan surprised people with how he elected to box in the opening rounds.
What was
On the
that?
back-
It started hitting the jig in the middle of the ring.
Khan surprised people with how he elected to box in
shake
the
it
opening
off.
rounds. On the back foot, tight guard, snappy, powerful jab with an incredible understanding of when to let the combinations fly.
He really doesn't to keep him in focus because it looks like Malignaggi.
As the fight entered the championship rounds, Khan started to pile on the pressure, landing at will and punishing Paulie for his pre-fight antics.
It's just all on him on the ropes again. Yeah, that's it, man.
Malignaggi paid his respect afterwards to what he believed was the fastest fighter he'd ever fought. Khan also paid his respect, but followed it up with a chilling message to the rest of the 140-pound
He's
division.
a great fighter, but you know we know how to beat
140
Maidana.
pounds.
I know
That's
I
what
can beat
super
Maidana,
lightweight
and
is.
you know if he wants to fight me, you know tell him to
Insane.
get in the line. I'd love to fight him next, and you know I've put a statement today. And if Maidana wants to fight me, let's have it next.
Maidana.
December 11th, 2010. The boxing politics seemed to be pushing the Maidana fight
crazy
further from Khan as
call
each month
out.
passed. But once Marcos publicly expressed his desire to fight Khan, the money-hungry promoters put their differences aside and put on what went on to become the Boxing Writers Association Fight
The
of the Year.
money-hungry promoters. They really do be like this, though.
At the time,
They
Maidana was
hungry,
regarded
hungry.
as one of the hardest punchers pound for pound in the sport. With a huge puncher's record of 29 wins and 27 KOs, it came as a huge surprise to see that it was indeed the Argentine that was the first to hit the canvas.
There's a liver shot. Nice body shot. Oh.
He's never been stopped. Khan wants him right now. And hit him with a big left hook after the bell.
Khan's speed
Yeah,
proved to
Marcos
be a
Maidana
huge problem for Maidana. It wasn't until the
Stumbling.
championship rounds lingered that the knockout merchant began to impose his will.
I think he should be going back there too. Even if you're beating him, you know that this stuff is coming all the time.
Oh! Marcos Maidana is a force to be reckoned with, but if he's still in the fight, he's a problem.
Look at the hand speed difference.
Despite the ending being a tough one, Khan did enough in the opening 9 rounds to claim a unanimous decision victory in what many people feel is the best win on his resume to this day.
And if he wins the round, he may be safe.
That's a pretty big win.
I made a mistake in my past, and now I'm a different fighter. Training with Freddie Roach and Alex Ariza. I've come back stronger than ever. I was hit by his best shots, and I was still there.
July 23rd, 2011. Khan made his 5th defense of his WBA world title when he faced the IBF belt holder, Super Zab Judah.
That's when reality
Zab.
was set in. And then when
What's
you get
a
into the
Zab?
ring, look across that ring,
the
and
hell
that
is Zab?
lion named Zab Super Judah standing across the ring waiting for him. He'll know then. But it'll be too late.
At the time, the fight was seen as a speed versus speed unification clash. Judah, despite entering the tail end of
the
his
way he
career,
caught
was on a
him.
great run of victories
Bro.
and had acquired the knowledge of the defensive.
Man caught him clean and gave him like a 5-second nap.
At the time, the fight was seen as a speed versus speed unification clash. Judah, despite entering the tail end of his career,
look at
was
him.
on a great run
Like,
of
the
victories
ref didn't
and
even
had
notice
acquired the
either.
knowledge of the
Holy.
defensive wizard, Pernell Whitaker, for his preparation.
That's beautiful.
Now you boxing.
It's a beautiful feeling when you can hit a man, he can't hit you back.
Judah is, without a doubt, one of the slickest and fastest boxers
True,
of recent
pretty good
years.
feeling.
But once again, he was no match for Khan in the opening round.
Each fighter can keep his foot outside the front foot of the other guy.
Khan put Judah down and out for the count with what appeared to be a low blow in the 5th. But later replays showed the shot was legal, and perhaps Judah was just looking for a way out of the fight that was beginning to
Right
look
on the
unlikely.
right on the belt line.
Knockout victory for Amir Khan. And Zab Judah believes that he was fouled, but he's not going to win the
I put
argument.
the pressure on. I mean, I was not tired. I was pacing myself, and I mean, it feels like I'm not even being in a fight.
Right, that's kind of weird.
On February 3rd, 2014, Floyd Mayweather Jr. released a poll on his official website that suggested he was going to let the fans decide his next opponent. The 2 participants were Marcos Maidana and Amir Khan. After tens of thousands of votes, Khan was victorious, with a score close to 70-30 in his favor. Despite that, Mayweather went back on his words and elected to face Maidana on May 3rd later that year.
I mean, Amir Khan has speed. He's had a couple impressive victories.
Khan wanted to make a statement to the boxing world and prove that he was indeed worthy of a Mayweather or even a Pacquiao fight in the near future. And what better place to do that than on the undercard of where the man he was chasing was topping the bill.
Yeah, both guys looking to gain the advantage.
And Khan stings Collazo with the right. Lead left hook and overhead right. There's a right hand and a left hook by Khan.
Luis
Good so
Collazo
far.
had always proven himself a solid and worthy contender at a world level, but
Who's
this
this man
night
looking?
was by far his worst in the ring.
Bro was
Khan
looking outside the
completely
ring for a
dominated the
second.
cocky southpaw for the entire 12 rounds, scoring 3 knockdowns and impressing fans around the world with his masterful skills
I
honed
think
under
he was looking
new
at the
coach
ref for
Virgil
help
Hunter.
or something. That was kind of weird.
My personal favorite outing for Khan took place on December 13th, 2014. Amir wanted to continue his momentum after his one-sided Collazo victory earlier that year, but at first glance it didn't appear that the slick Devin Alexander would allow him the same opportunities to dominate as he did prior.
I believe you can knock this man out.
I do. I believe people are underestimating my power.
Devin is a nice, respectable guy, so there was no bad blood between the two during the
Should be a
build-up. The thing that
firefight
motivated
when the
Khan
bell
the
rings
most
then.
was simply earning the respect of the fans, and in doing so, forcing the top names in boxing to give him a shot. And man, oh man, anyone that caught this fight live will never forget just how clinical and beautiful it was to watch.
Alexander in the red with white. Said they would put moving up from 140 pounds.
One thing about Amir.
Left hook. Rips off another 1-2 combination again, showing off the speed. The right uppercut. Rounder time to bring in our honor official. Left hand that got through by Khan again, just putting together the
Flurry's good
combination.
Hey. Looks pretty clean. This man was fast.
Amir Khan remains unbeaten at welterweight.
It's a shame we
in
couldn't
his
see him
second
against
fight
Floyd.
at
That would have been
147.
interesting. See him go against the greatest. One of the greatest. That was enjoyable. I always enjoy watching those videos.